right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry to ignore you for that moment. My name is Mr. Ravenel. I'm sure many of you know me, but in case you don't, I'm the band and choir teacher here at Lynn Middle School. I also frequently work with the high school marching band as assistant director under Mr. John Bennett, who's over here somewhere, probably. There he is. And well, I just want to introduce, this is our 6th grade band. This particular group of 6th graders is a decent size, 53 students, and they're doing a wonderful job. I'm very, very proud of the work they've done so far. Tonight is kind of an interesting concert. It's less of a concert where we play like a bunch of songs, more like an introduction to you family about exactly what we do in band class and kind of what we've done so far so you can understand more of what's happening, and maybe you can help them, encourage them to practice more at home. If you can talk. All right, here we go. So first I would like to introduce each instrument and some interesting things we learned how to do like very early on in the first weeks of the band class. And the flute, playing on just on the edge one.
And this time they finally removed, like all this time they had the letters and
They've taken away those training wheels, and now it's just a note on there to know which line of space it is. With all these 5 notes, we learned how to play a 5-note scale. And actually, I kind of cheated because I might do something really cool this year. And so some of them are going to be playing a 5-note scale. At the same time, the rest of them are going to be adding 1 extra note, and hopefully it sounds pretty cool. Then we finally got to the good stuff. We're starting to learn how to play nursery rhymes. So number 14 in our book sounds a lot like, it's called Merrily We Roll On, but it reminds me of Mary Had a Little Lamb. So slightly different. What are called half notes. Before that, everything's been 1 beat so far, so they see a note, they tongue it for 1 beat. So da, then da again, da, da. Now they're half notes, so if you feel like you sang, you go da, da, so they're twice as loud. notes, but also has us play our first duet, where half the band will be tonguing 4 notes while the other rest of them are holding a whole note. Is one of the first songs where the notes consistently skip back and forth. So this, before it was just always lifting one finger, going to the next one. Now it's skipping, so there's a little extra challenge in there. And we added an extra challenge trying to separate each note. So we're going to say da, 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 da. Every other day in different hours. So they would miss like first hour, but they would get their normal second hour, and then it would flip-flop each day. So they wouldn't have missed as much class, but it's the only time we can meet together during school day. So here's listen to our section. It has a little bit of everything, and breathing every 2 measures, which is kind of tough, especially if you're a flute player for a while. Alright? Takes a little second to realize, like, oh, we can let air last more than 1 second. Mighty road. Alright, our next 3 songs, this is where we learn how to play a 6th note. So we already kind of had a little introduction with that with the 5 and the 6 note scale at the same time. But this is our first song, I'll Play the Lune, where we actually learn how to play with a 6th note that goes a little bit higher. For brass, that goes for kind of a concept that they play in the low partial, it's like low notes. They play in the second partial, just slightly higher, and then there's a third, and of course it goes up and beyond that. But we're going up to the 3rd partial for the first time. percussion to be playing the lower part, so that's the backup, like the part that makes it sound extra cool. And then Woodwin's going to be playing the parts that is what you think of if you sang London Bridge is falling down. You would recognize their part. ABCs, yes, that's right, ABCs. So this is the overall theme that we use for all three of those songs. And I hope you guys. But again, thank you very much. Working with your kids is a blessing, and they're doing a wonderful job. I hope they enjoy themselves the rest of the school year. Yeah? All right, thank you very much.
Because I couldn't see.